So in assignment 6, we're putting together all the previously done assignments. Within assignment 6, you're going to be responsible for a title page. And then as you begin your submission, you want to give a brief overview of the survey. So what was your topic? Who was your population? How did you sample people? And some general facts about the survey. You want to summarize the results of the survey. So what's often missed on this is you want to see the results for every question. So in each question that you asked, you need to let us know what was the mean, the standard deviation, what was interesting that you found, and that's going to be going back to the descriptive statistics Microsoft Excel activity as well as the inferential statistics activity. You also need to state the confidence interval for each question or the significant test results for each question. So what that means is, in the inferential statistics Microsoft Excel video, I give direction on how to properly state a confidence interval. You would need to properly state the confidence interval for each question, or give a summary of what the null hypothesis was, and did you accept it or reject it. So this is all reporting. And the next section, it's analyzing the results. So what did you learn from the survey? If you go back to your descriptive statistics, when you identified what was interesting, that's something you learned. Were the results surprising to you? Were you expecting them to be different? And what conclusion can you draw about your topic based on what you saw in the statistics? So you can't just reference so many people had a score of this. You have to actually look at the mean, the standard deviation, confidence intervals, or hypothesis testing. From there, you want to discuss, was there anything you didn't understand? So were there any results that seemed unclear or possibly an error? And then you just want to reiterate, how did this survey relate back to you? So we always want to go back to why you were interested in this. How does it impact your personal life? And then last, your limits and constraints. So there were probably limits with who you were able to sample. There were probably constraints with cost, methods of getting things out there, maybe limitations with using the random number generator. And then recommendations for a future study is where you really get to envision if you actually had access to people, to real people, and to do this for real, what would you suggest be done? Would you change your questions? Would you suggest looking at different aspects of the survey more in depth? Would you suggest potentially having a larger sample? So that section is really kind of not a hard yes or no section, but you just need to include what it would look like if you were to do it. I just want to reiterate, this is 5 to 7 pages double spaced. So this is pretty lengthy, and a lot of that is going to come into place from number 3, from giving every statistic that you calculated for each question. That's really where a lot of that length is going to come in. And then your analysis, limitations, and recommendations are probably a half a page to a full page each. So really the bulk of that 5 to 7 pages is going to come in number 3.